How to add magic into your everyday healing journey experiences. Ground in your observational self and connect with your experiential self, or your parts of consciousness who are directly encountering life experience. Before you go to take a shower, look yourself in the eye in a mirror. Look in a mirror. Connect with yourself. Allow the I of the first person present tense you who is there in the moment to be your observational self. And then connect with your experiential self or parts of your consciousness as if they are a separate, distinct energetic component. This gives you more power to be there for parts of yourself. It's hard to be there for parts of ourselves if we are our parts. But if we are the observational self, grounded in presence with an ability to consciously choose and observe and respond, then we have a lot more power to be there for parts of us who are directly within experience. So once you're in that space, you ground in your observational self, you're the observer and responder to yourself within experience. You're not the you who is directly encountering experience. Okay? Once you're in that space, look yourself in the eye in a mirror, if you're able to. And get really intimate with yourself. And say, would you mind if I took a shower with you? Would you mind if I washed your hair? Would you mind if I washed your face? Would you mind if I washed your body? Would you mind if I just spent time with you in love and presence? Say this to yourself from the grounded space of your observational self, connecting with your experiential self. Okay? In this process, you're creating deeper self-connection. You're creating a chance to attune with yourself. You're nurturing your attachment systems, which are at the baseline of your unconsciousness. Attachment systems are the foundation from which all other subconscious data develops, including memory systems, memory data. Attachments are what connect your mind and your body, and attachment systems are what determine how your brain and your body integrate and regulate. Okay? And so just this little process here, it does a lot of really healing stuff. And it might feel a little funny, but that's the whole point. It shouldn't feel funny. It shouldn't feel funny to be intimate with yourself in love and presence. It shouldn't feel funny, but it probably will, because there's this space inside of neural wiring that needs healing. It needs more love. It needs more love. Our neural wiring needs more love. Our parts of our consciousness need more love. And so this is something that can be applied just in everyday life. You don't have to, go do some big 5-hour meditation to connect with yourself or something. You spend maybe a minute just connecting with yourself before your shower, whether that's, once a day or every couple days or whatever it is. And just make this a daily or regular ritual, however often you shower. And before you go to shower, instead of just going through the motions of what you need to do, let it be an experience that you share with you. And in that process of grounding in your observational self, you're amplifying your personal power. And then you're connecting with parts of your inner experiencer and you're self-attuning. And you're helping your brain and your body regulate and feel more present. And you're helping the energetic flows just have more well-being. And then you're nurturing your attachment systems. You're healing the thing inside of you that's determining everything. It's attachment systems really, really determine everything throughout our brain and our body, which is what creates our personal experience. And so when we do this process, we're healing ourselves in a very profound way. And this can be applied to other little daily things too, like before you go eat. Instead of just going to eat, take time to connect with yourself and be like, hey, would you mind if I just shared some time with you? Would you mind if I tagged along while you cooked food? Would you mind if I helped you cook some food? Would you mind if I went on a little date with you and we could cook together and eat some food? And just create space to ground in your observational self and connect with your experiential self in a way that you can feel your own love and presence. It matters much more about how these things make us feel than what we actually do. What we do are just tools, but the goal is to feel our love and our presence, because that has the biggest impact when it comes to healing our neural wiring, liberating our parts of consciousness, and transforming our personal experience from the inside out. So try this little healing journey trick and see how it feels to connect with yourself within the experience and make everyday experiences like showering and eating something where you're pouring love into your own being in a very profound way. Because think about it. Imagine there's two people, two separate people, two individual bodies, two separate people, and they're taking a shower together, and one person washes the other person's hair. How intimate is that? How vulnerable is that? How compassionate is that? Now imagine the same energetic experience happening inside of you, just through a shift of your own intention and attention, just from the way that you're directing your own internal energy. You create that experience for your own consciousness. Allow your observational self to pour love into your inner being where your experiential self dwells. Okay? Play with this idea. You are your only life partner. You are the only life partner you're ever guaranteed. You are the only friend you're ever guaranteed to have for the rest of your life. And when you can prioritize the relationship that you have with you, things are going to change. It might be really gradual, but that's okay. Real change is gradual. But that's what makes it real. It's substantial. If change happens quickly, then it probably won't last. But when change is gradual, it means that it's real and it's substantial and it's going to stick. So create space. She's so cute. She fell asleep on my hand. Create space to treat yourself like your own life partner. Ground in your observational self, the part of you who observes and responds to yourself within experience. Notice that you're not responding to the experience. You're not observing the experience. You're observing and responding to yourself within experience. It's a subtle shift, but it's a powerful one. Okay? So just kind of play with these ideas and create space to nurture yourself in everyday life. Because really, that energy has more power than anything else in the world. Your own love and presence has more power than anything. I'm sending you lots of love, soul friends. Little Babs is sending you love too. Create space to love yourself. You deserve it. And I promise that it cultivates more healing than anything else can.